Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Thursday, September 24th, 2015. Ra and Black Wolf here in the Lynn-Body-Mind, Pan in the Jamie-Body-Mind, other teammates in other aspects of the physical dimension, all of us in the physical dimension and in the subatomic levels, the way the spirit world perspective sees this.
That's true.
The last several days have been a series of misadventures and wrong turns, and the pillar has suffered a lot. There's an awful lot of cleanup and repair to be done. Our working theory is that our videoed assignment won't be any different than the rest of these days' assignments, which are clean up and repair the damage that was done.
That's true.
As always, our foundational intention is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions, to manifest the divine plan, in other words, to trigger the awakening. The data clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart, and the data also showing we need these portals into the physical dimension. And with that, it begins.
This is Pan speaking. All day today and in the overnight as well, I've been getting messages about commitment and about matching commitment and about how those who are the most committed to any project actually get the most out of it, regardless of how the project turns out, quote unquote, by people who are measuring it.
Mm-hmm.
And how, regardless of what the project is or what the result of the project is, people who are less committed, all beings who are less committed in any dimension, actually get the least out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The less the commitment, the less they get out of it.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's true. And this is something that I feel like it's important for me to communicate, especially to the nature realms beings who have been cycling through the base of the Search for Truth pillar and into that other physical dimension project. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think that is true, but that you're skipping a step.
Oh, what am I missing?
Yourself.
Oh, that's true for me too.
Because, for example, yesterday when the Lynn Life called Garth a faker, and he was quite clearly faking it at the moment, and you got very huffy when she called Garth a faker.
That's true.
And you started to look like an animal looking for a place to die.
That's true.
There was no sign of commitment in that moment coming from you.
That's true.
Maybe the messages have been coming to you for a reason.
That's true.
Well, you're using things as excuses to quit rather than as motivations to keep succeed.
Going. That's true. That's true.
Have you thought about just actually committing to the project that I'm in no matter what?
Yeah, I've thought about that.
And what have your thoughts been?
It's definitely the right thing to do, and all the other options are worse. I know I need to do this, I just need to
work through this and do it.
Yeah, work through this and do it.
I would say it's clear that you're supposed to commit.
Yeah.
But to me it's been clear for a really long time that you're supposed to commit. So it's interesting to watch this. Go on.
But I don't want to commit and lie about it.
Well, that's not commitment, that's lying.
Right. I don't want to say I'm committing and have it be a lie.
That would make it worse, not better.
Exactly. If I'm going to commit, I have to commit for real.
Well, find another time where you made a commitment that you actually kept, and see how that felt, and then see if you have that feeling for this project, and see if it's possible. What commitment have you actually kept?
I committed that I would travel from the bottom of the pillar in the other physical dimension project to the top. I committed to starting at the bottom and going all the way up and coming out the top. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought I came out the top.
I don't know.
Yeah.
the nature realm's path doesn't go to the top.
No, it doesn't.
So that wouldn't make any sense.
Well, the spirit world path didn't go out the bottom until they did it either.
Where did you exit? Find the exit point.
Right up here, right up above the head, right there.
Okay. Well, why doesn't the nature realm's trail go that high? What happened?
I don't know. I hadn't looked at that.
Because yesterday the nature realm's trail was, we were watching it move up through the throat.
That's true.
And get almost to the mouth, right?
That's true. Maybe I was supposed to bring a crew or make a better path. It was like thick jungle.
Yes,
and hacking through thick jungle.
Yes, I see that.
But it did have that feeling of the jungle closing behind me as I moved.
I see that.
There was that feeling of vines growing very thick all around.
I see that.
And just moving up in a tiny little clear space.
I do see
like
that.
Like hacking through vines.
And then just coming out, boop, boom. And then the jungle just kind of... That's
behind.
right.
That was the feeling.
I see that. I do see that.
And at the time, well, I knew I was supposed to make a better path than that.
It's not necessarily an error, other than maybe checking off the box too soon.
Right, that
like
could
first
be.
Time we just get through to know that we can.
That's true.
And then the second time we bring some people and
make a bigger path.
Make a path.
That's
and
true.
then the third time we put some gravel
Outposts.
down, and then we
That's true.
Yes, that actually make something that will last.
That's true.
Maybe the mistake is, or the lie, or the pretense is, oh, I made it through and therefore I'm checking off the box as complete.
That could be.
It's like, well, that wasn't the assignment.
That could
the
be.
assignment wasn't make it through. The assignment was build a two-lane highway,
That's
a two-way
true.
highway, spirit world coming down one side, nature realms going up the other.
Side.
That
That's
was
true.
the assignment. Well, actually, the assignment is, and then complete the destiny of the life form.
Right, that's true. But this is one step of the assignment.
Right.
One small step. Oh, I can see that I didn't complete that.
Right, so
I was wrong.
that's not a commitment, that's something else.
That's true. Wow. What commitments have I, Pan, kept?
Well, just magnet hands.
Yeah.
Call them to you structurally. Call to yourself all the commitments
All
you've
the time.
actually kept, all the way to the end of them.
Calling
Not
to myself
begun.
all the commitments I've actually kept all the way to the end. Not for a long time. Not for a really long time.
If ever.
Yeah,
If ever.
if ever. That's true.
So this would be a growth area. This is good information.
true.
So there's a little bit of an issue with commitment.
That's true.
So that might explain why it's been coming up lately.
That could be.
It could be.
Please.
Well, you are committed to the nature realms. I believe that to be true. I don't have a problem believing that you are committed to the welfare of the nature realms.
That's true.
You have troubles identifying what that might mean,
That's true.
and that's where your mistake patterns flare.
That's true.
You think short term, you don't think long term.
That's
But
true.
not to single you out, you're a great guy, and you know this is a pattern throughout sentient presences.
That's true.
Lack of long-term thinking.
That's true. The error is
Well, what's the opposite of commitment?
quitting or
Quitting,
Yeah.
abandoning, wimping out,
yeah,
running away,
yeah.
chickening out.
That's true. So for myself, Pan, to clear the error of chickening out,
Running away. Checking off the box too soon.
That's true. Checking off the box too soon.
Pretending that I've already fulfilled my commitment.
That's true. Pretending that I've already fulfilled my commitment.
They're saying, what do I know? I know that how people word it here on Planet Crazy is that they, quote, change their minds, unquote. They, quote, commit, unquote. And then within 3 days, often they will uncommit, but they don't say, oh, I'm uncommitting. They
That's
say,
true.
I, quote, change my mind,
That's
unquote.
true.
Could it be that
Game
you also have a pattern with changing your mind,
Yes.
quote, unquote,
Yes.
that really means uncommitting?
That's
really
true.
means that you just lied about committing.
That's true.
If you have a pattern about changing your mind,
That's true.
all right?
So for myself, Pan, to clear the pattern of changing my mind.
When we say we're going to do something, to actually do it. Make our word mean something.
That's true.
Are we men and women of our word? Like this Lynn Life has said, is there anyone up there with any integrity?
That's
Is there
true.
anyone up there who will actually keep their commitment?
That's true.
And for all beings,
For all
for all of us who quit too soon,
For all of us who quit too soon.
who pretend that we've already accomplished the assignment
That's true.
when we haven't even begun.
That's true.
To quit before we've even begun. This is a
That's
pattern we see
true.
in case studies of students quitting before they begin,
That's
right?
true.
They work for a bit of time and now it's clear and now it's time to do what the session is calling for, and they close.
That's
It's like,
true.
what? That was the time to begin.
That's true.
To make our word mean something.
That's true.
To make our word mean something. So that when we say, I am going to do this, that people know it's really going to happen and they don't fight and struggle.
That's true.
If someone who says a lot of things, if someone to whom talk is cheap says, I'm going to do something, other people don't plan around it. They
That's
say,
true.
yeah, right, maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That's true.
And so the goal is to become someone who, when he or she says, I'm going to do this,
That's true.
that everybody else says, well, all right, it's going to happen.
That's
It's
true.
going to happen. I don't know how long it's going to take,
That's
but I
true.
do know one thing about that person. He or she isn't going to quit
That's
until
true.
he or she keeps his or her word. And this Lynn life, she is that way.
That's true.
She doesn't quit. She says, well, the inconvenient reality is I have a soul plan
That's true.
that commits me to trigger the awakening no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. And I'm not going to pretend that I don't have that. I'm
That's
not going to
true.
pretend I'm not held accountable. I am held accountable. And
That's
when
true.
this body dies, as it inevitably will,
That's true.
I will be held accountable.
That's true.
As are we all.
As are we all.
I just have to ask just a real personal question of the team. When I say I'm going to do something, what level of confidence is there that I'm actually going to do it? Is there a we'll see attitude, or is there an attitude of, well, he's going to do it. I don't know how long, how fast, how ugly, but I do know he's going to do it. Where on the spectrum?
Like 75%.
Odds are good.
Yeah, odds are pretty good.
Odds are good. If Ross says he's going to do it, that he'll do it.
Yeah.
Odds are good. I see something, and it's from a much bigger perspective, a larger physical dimension layer, and the non-physical affiliated with that larger physical dimension layer.
Yeah.
And it's as though this person has been running something like the search for intelligent life.
That's true.
And this blip is showing up, and it's been showing up for a while.
That's true.
But it's really hard to figure out what it means.
What it means,
And
it's
it's
true.
showing up brighter. And this person sees it and is tapping on it and says, I know this means something.
That's
It means
true.
something important.
That's true.
We just keep beaming up. Is there anyone up there with any integrity? It's the wrong question. We keep beaming up. We're searching for truth.
Searching for truth.
We're searching
We're
for
looking
truth.
for truth.
We're in the search for truth actively. And here's what we know. It's like, here are 10,000 ways that don't work to make a
That's
light bulb.
true.
We know that all these things are untrue.
That's true.